All of 2020 and some of 2019, Sony's been extremely quiet. And for the leading platform, this is very weird. But it looks like finally we'll have some more information when it comes to PlayStation. Looks like there might be an event. It's rumored. It's not confirmed yet, but it looks like there will be one June the 4th. Let's talk about it. But before we go on with the video, definitely hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for weekly content. You can always find me on Twitter at LordAddictIOP. Without any further ado, let's get on with the video. If you're a huge PlayStation fan, you've been missing one thing and one thing only, and that's news and information on the PS5. There's been a lot of criticism towards Sony, towards the PS5, because they've been so quiet the entire duration of 2020 with just pretty much releasing the logo and releasing what the controller is going to look like for their next gen hardware. But it does look like that Sony might actually be ready to full-blown start talking about the PlayStation 5. It looks like that in June the 4th there might be a reveal event. Now it's rumored right now, but big personalities on Twitter like Jason Schreier, they're already going out there and they're admitting to that they've heard this, and it does seem like there is some concrete evidence that this is real. This is going to happen. Now, in terms of what this event could be, there's a couple different things. Obviously, we still don't know what the console looks like, so they can definitely show that. We don't know what the launch titles are. We don't know what the price of the console is going to be. So there is a lot of different information that Sony can reveal at this event. But it looks like, from what I'm collecting on Twitter and what personal people have told me, that this is not really going to focus on the hardware so much. It's going to focus on the software. So I would expect that we're going to get some video game announcements, some software announcements, and they'll probably announce the hardware aspect of the PS5 when, you know, they're a little bit more open to it. Maybe when Microsoft actually announces the price on the Xbox Series X. Now, let's talk about what exactly type of games, if it is a game related event, that they could be announcing on June the 4th. Now, it's no secret that they still have, you know, Ghost of Tsushima coming out this year. They have The Last of Us 2 coming out next year. So those studios probably most likely are not going to be there. But then again, they could announce some kind of side project from these studios. I doubt it, but that is definitely something they've done in the past with the announcement of like Last of Us 2 and the Uncharted spin-off that they did in 2017 or 18, one of those years. Now keep in mind, PlayStation did buy Insomniac, so Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank are both up for this event if they want to. I personally think Ratchet & Clank is going to be the first one showed, and then Spider-Man will be shown a couple years later, but that's just me. Another thing that really could happen is they have a lot of old IPs that they haven't done nothing with in years. So it wouldn't really surprise me if they have, you know, a lot of these old IPs rebrought to the new age, kind of like they did with God of War from the older ones to 2018. One thing I really do expect there is Bluepoint. Bluepoint has done a fantastic job for Sony in the past. They did the amazing game Shadow of the Colossus, so I wouldn't really be surprised if I see them there. It's been rumored for a long time they're working on Demon's Souls, and Demon's Souls coming out as a launch title would be a very big asset to Sony, because a lot of people really enjoyed that game and we've been waiting for a remake this entire generation. So it would be a really good thing for them to launch the PS5 with Demon's Souls. Horizon Zero Dawn is definitely on the table for this. I believe that this game has been in development for a while, and I would not be surprised one bit if this game comes out in like the holiday of 2021, and you know, it's definitely in that launch title. It's not on launch of the PS5, but it's in that, you know, the first year. One of the biggest things I do want to point out of this event, if it is particularly revolved around games, is Sony is no stranger to third-party and second-party deals. From the Personas to the Neos, so I would not be surprised if they have more of that in store for us. There has been big rumors going around that Silent Hill has been secured by Sony, and they're making a Silent Hill remake that's going to be an exclusive for the PS5. And if they announce that on this stage, that would be huge for Sony, because that's something definitely that would rile up a lot of people to that PlayStation platform. But at the end of the day, I do want to point out that Sony is the type of people that, regardless if they don't have anything right now, they have been known to go on that stage and shoot every bullet they have in the chamber, because they hype up their fans for years, and their fans know these games might not be coming anytime soon, but they know the quality of these games are going to be high, so they can look forward to them and know that when they do play that game, regardless if it's 2, 3 to 4 to 5 years, that they're going to enjoy every bit of that game. And that is one of the biggest things I can always give Sony, is they always give their fan base what they want. They give those announcements, and those announcements generally always turn out to be a very positive on the community. And not to mention, they're coming off the PS4 with The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy Remake, and those are really big titles to go into a next gen. So they pretty much automatically have gave this entire generation, they've gave their community a reason to pick up a PS5. So, you know, when in terms of games, at this point, Sony is on the table for anything, and I wouldn't be surprised one bit if they come out June the 4th and show all the PlayStation fans, this is why you pick up a PS5. These are the games that you can only play on the PS5, and this is why we're on top. You know, obviously June is the day that Xbox does its stuff, so we'll have to see exactly how they pander out when both of these consoles come out and when their reveal titles and their launch titles are officially announced. But anyway, you guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that the console might actually show up here, or do you think, from what I've been told on Twitter, do you agree that, you know, for the most part it's going to be nothing but focused on games? And at the end of the day, we've had a lot of hardware talk this entire year and a lot of last year, so I'll be happy to have an event dedicated to just games. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm definitely eager to hear it, and until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.